Several terrorists broke into the Air Force base and opened fire on the soldiers guarding the fighter jets. Then, one of the terrorists climbed into a jet, planning to use it for a terrorist attack. To help the jet take off, the others used pickup trucks to build a blockade. At that moment, a special forces unit received orders and rushed to support the base. Meanwhile, a Su-27 was fully fueled, and the ground crew quickly removed the blockers. The pilot drove to the hangar, ready to fly a Su-30 to stop the terrorists. But the terrorists caught up and started shooting wildly. The pilot had to hide behind an ammo box. Just in time, the special forces rescued the pilot. The Su-27 moved to the runway and began to accelerate. To stop the takeoff, a special ops vehicle drove in and blew up the terrorists' pickup trucks. They chased onto the runway and fired machine guns at the jet. Still, the terrorists stole the Su-27 and flew toward a nuclear power plant. To intercept, the pilot quickly flew the Su-30 after it. With better speed, the Su-30 soon got behind the Su-27. The pilot locked on and pressed the missile launch button, but the system showed an error. The missile bay had been damaged by the terrorists, so he had to use the onboard cannon. Just as he was about to hit the Su-27, it suddenly flipped behind the Su-30. Their roles had reversed. The officer in the command room saw this and quickly ordered surface-to-air missiles to launch. 2 missiles shot into the sky from a plane, about 30 kilometers from the nuclear plant. At the same time, the Su-27 locked onto the Su-30 and fired 2 air-to-air missiles. The Su-30 dropped flares. One missile exploded, but the other kept coming. To escape, the pilot dove straight down. Just before getting hit, the Su-30 pulled up at a 90-degree angle and dodged the missile. Then, the surface-to-air missiles caught up with the Su-27, but the terrorist had hacked the friend Orfo system. The missiles tracked the jet, but suddenly turned away and flew off. The Su-27 changed targets. Instead of hitting the nuclear plant, it prepared to drop bombs over the city. The Su-30 flew underneath it and tried to stop the terrorist with his life. He sped ahead and used his jet exhaust to force the Su-27 downward, but the terrorist adjusted and fired his cannon at the Su-30. Just then, a huge sandstorm arrived. The Su-30 flew into the storm to avoid the bullets. The Su-27 followed. Both jets climbed quickly, but soon the Su-27's engine failed. It lost control and began to fall. The Su-30 took the chance, flipped around, and finally destroyed the Su-27.